Okay, so first we will recapitulate the things today, and I will show you the videos. Some examples are more to be given to you of expansion of metals. That is very important. Okay, so some examples of more examples of physical and chemical changes also that you should know. Okay, so examples are must. You should understand the processes that are involved in that, and then we have to discuss three questions related to that, that is in your back exercise only. Okay, so now the thing again we are changing. So if just let me know if anybody is facing any problem in writing the answers.
No, ma'am.
Anybody? Because sometimes we feel that you have also come from the fifth standard, so it is little difficult for you to write the answers. So we are being very clear as much as we can, but still somewhere we feel. So what we have decided that I will not give all the back questions to you to write on your own. So some questions I will give you the hints, and some questions like which are very short examples and something like that, so that you, that means discuss, we will discuss all the questions, but for some questions I will provide the hints, and some you will do on your own. So this like this you will adapt to the new system. Okay, you will come to know that how to write. So if I will provide you the hints, then also you will come to know that how to write the answer, so you will get an idea. Okay, like this I have to attempt other questions also. So like this we will be doing now.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
What done? What done? Okay. Oh yes, I hope all of you are filling the Google form also. Ma'am, link is not opening. It is network
I have
issue.
failed.
It is not like that. You keep on trying it, it will open.
Ma'am, link आया नहीं.
I have sent bache again. I have sent again. Okay, so if anybody is facing any problem in understanding, or you can say in writing the answers, so you are most welcome to ask your doubts in the class, or if you hesitate to ask in the class, then you can personally call me or WhatsApp me any problem anytime, because we are here for you. If you do not understand, if you are facing problem, then there is no use of having us here. Fine. Okay, yes, Yashu, what were you saying, that which activity?
मैम आपने हमको एक दिन ब्रेकफास्ट वाली एक्टिविटी कराई थी और बोला था हम ऐसे ही कुछ दिनों बाद वो करवाएंगे आपको.
क्या करवाएंगे कुछ दिनों बाद? Which activity?
मैम ब्रेकफास्ट वाली एक्टिविटी जो सबसे आप पूछते थे हमसे which you eat in your breakfast, in your lunch, snacks.
No. I used to ask your hobbies and introduction part. That one.
मैम यस मैम वही वाली एक्टिविटी.
Okay, but your part is done now. You have said that.
मैम यस.
Okay, so if anybody wants to speak, they can raise hand. Otherwise, I will choose. Okay, Simran 6 pink. Yes, Simran. Simran and Maulik Gupta will speak today. Yes, Simran, unmute.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
My name is Simran. I study in 6th Think.
Wait. I don't want essay on myself.
My hobby
You're listening
is
essay on myself. My name is this. My study in this. I study in class this school. I know everything. Your class, your school name, everything I know. Just tell me what are your hobbies, what kind of person you are, and what you like to do in your free time. That's it. These are the other things
I
that tips up your personality.
I love to play with dogs. My hobby is reading and cooking.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Then Maulik. Yes, Maulik.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. Good morning.
My name is Maulik. I live in Guraya. My hobby is to study and play Minecraft on PC. I help my mother in my free time.
That is very good of you. Okay, that's very good. See, you are so small kids, like, and you have these kind of things. That's so good of you. I feel so happy when you say these things. Okay, that's so good of you. Okay, I'll never forget you now, Maulik Gupta 16. Okay, yes, so let us move ahead. So first, I am going to show you one video on expansion of metals. Okay, we have already, last time we did the candle activity. Okay, there are two changes that are involved in the candle when we light the candle. So can anyone tell me the changes that take place in the candle when we light a candle? Okay, who will tell me? I'll pick up someone new. Yes, Chahat Chopra. Chahat Chopra, would you like to speak? No? Okay, the same hands again. Riddhi, Shriyan, Astik, Gunpreet. These are the names which have fed in my mind now. Okay, let's take from Gunpreet. Yes, Gunpreet.
Ma'am, if we light a candle for some time, then it becomes short.
That is fine. I just want to know the changes that are involved. Which are the changes that are involved when we light a candle? I told you changes are there. That becomes short, that is fine. But why does it become short? Okay, anyone else? Riddhi, Sial, 6, Pink. Riddhi, you have to unmute. Yes.
Melting of wax.
Yes. Melting of wax, and one more change.
The whisk of the candle gets black.
Burning of wick. We call it burning of wick. So one is melting of wax. Two changes are taking place in the candle: melting of wax and burning of wick. So now tell me, this melting of wax is which kind of change? Riddhi?
It's a physical change.
Okay, it's a physical change. And what about reversible or irreversible?
It is a reversible change.
Yes, melting of wax is a physical change as well as reversible change. And what about the burning of wick? Burning of wick is, okay, ask it.
Reversible.
Ma'am, it is irreversible and a chemical change.
Yes, it's a chemical and irreversible change. That's good. Okay, now I'm going to share the video. All of you watch it carefully, because after that we have to discuss that concept. Okay, expansion of metals. We have already studied two examples of that. One was to fit that, what was that, wooden handle into the iron blade. And second example was that to fill the metal rim onto the cartwheel. There is one more example that is very, very, very important. So just watch the video first, and then I will discuss the concept. Just wait.
Expansion and contraction of a substance has wide practical applications. All of you must have seen that there is a gap left between the joints of railway tracks. Why is it so? In summer, contraction of a substance has wide practical applications. All of you must have seen that there is a gap left between the joints of railway tracks. Why is it so? In summer, the expansion of railway tracks occurs due to heat. Besides this, when a train runs over these tracks, they become hot due to friction. Hence, the volume of the railway tracks increases. The length of the railway track increases due to the increase in its volume. As a result, the gap is filled. If such gaps are not left, then the railway tracks bend and there is a risk of an accident. That is why a gap is left at the joints in railway tracks. You might have seen the wheels of a cart.
So I want you to see this example again. Okay, this railway track example. Again, I'm playing it, so watch it carefully because this is a new example which we will discuss.
And contraction of a substance has wide practical applications. All of you must have seen that there is a gap left between the joints of railway tracks. Why is it so? In summer, the expansion of railway tracks occurs due to heat. Besides this, when a train runs over these tracks, they become hot due to friction. Hence, the volume of the railway tracks increases. The length of the railway track increases due to the increase in its volume. As a result, the gap is filled. If such gaps are not left, then the railway tracks bend and there is a risk of an accident. That is why a gap is left at the joints in railway tracks. You might have seen the wheels of a cart. An iron rim is fixed around the wheels of a cart. A blacksmith uses the phenomenon of expansion of solid substances while fixing the iron rim on the wheels of a cart. The diameter of the iron rim is made slightly lesser than that of the wheel. Then, this rim is heated to a high temperature, and the volume of the rim increases and its diameter also increases. Thereafter, the iron rim is fixed onto the wheel. As the rim is fixed on the wheel, cold water is poured over it. The rim loses heat and contracts, so it is fixed tightly on the wheel. That is why the iron rim is heated to a very high temperature while fixing it onto the wheel. During summer, loops are formed in electric wires. Do you know why? Electric wires are made up of copper or aluminium. During summer, because of extreme heat, this wire expands, and as a result, the length of the wire increases and loops are formed.
Okay, so did you understand? So 3 examples were there in this video. One was there from your book only, that metal rim on the cart wheel. 2 new examples were there. So one was there that why are gaps left between the 2 railway tracks? Yes, can you tell me? You have just watched the video. You know they have explained also. So why these gaps are left between the railway tracks? Okay, only Yashu. What about others? You did not understand by watching the video? Okay, yes, more hands are coming. Very good. Only 4. Okay, we'll take from Shriyan now. Shriyan has not spoken yet anything. Yes, Shriyan. So why are gaps left between the 2 railway tracks? Yes, Shriyan, you can unmute. I think. No, wait. Okay, yes, now you can unmute.
Ma'am, because in summers the railway tracks expand.
Okay, So see, yes, very good. The concept is same, that metals expand on heating. So these two between, first of all, that this railway track is not continuous one stretch only. In between there are joints. So these joints and gaps are there in between the railway tracks, so that when in summers, in summers the metal will heat up and it will expand. So when the metals will expand, so it should have some space between the two tracks. So that's why these gaps are left between the joints, so that when the metal expands, so then there is that joint is, the gap is filled, and there are no accidents that are taking place. So that's why these gaps are left between the railway tracks, so that in summers when the metal railway track heats up, it expands and it fills the gap that is left between the two railway tracks, and that avoids accidents. Otherwise, if these gaps will not be there, so what will happen? Then these tracks can break. Okay, so tracks can break, and it can lead to accident also. So that is very important. Okay, so this concept, that there are gaps left behind between the railway tracks. Fine. And there was one more example of the wires. Why do the wires have loop in summers? Okay, Manvi Chopra. Yes, Manvi. Yes, Manvi.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, yes. Can you tell me that why do the wires sag in summers? You might have seen on the electric poles, the wires are there which are going. So in summers, they are sagging, means they are making loop like this kind of, they become loose in summers. So why do they sag in summers? Why do they form loops in summer? Why do the wires form loops in summers? I'm asking you that, if you
ma'am,
can answer. Yes.
ma'am, because ma'am in summers, ma'am, the loop it loops because ma'am the why ma'am जो
The
मैम जो उसमें
wires,
होता है
the
कॉपर मैम
wires,
वो
yes.
मैम वो थोड़ा सा एक्सपैंड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता है
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है कि एक्सपैंड होता है?
मैम सॉरी एक्सपैंड
Yes, it expands
मैम
and then it
एक्सपैंड
becomes loose, and in winters it contracts. It comes back to the normal size and then it becomes tight. Okay, contraction is tightness. So these wires, they sag in summer. Sag means become loose, or they form a loop like in summers, because these wires are made up of copper, and that is also a substance which expands on heating. So when in summers it expands on heating and the wires becomes loose, they form loop like in summers, and then in winters again back it contracts due to the temperature, and it becomes normal in size. Okay, so this is also the concept. This is also example: sagging of wires, then expansion of the railway track, and this too we have done from the book only. Okay, so these are the examples which you should know about the expansion of metals. Fine. So this concept is clear. Is there any doubt in this? You can raise hand, otherwise hands down, because I'm going to play the next video now, that is physical and chemical changes. So you will understand more examples of physical and chemical changes. Okay, so you have to watch this one also carefully. Okay. Just wait.
Expansion and contraction of a substance has wide practical applications. All of you must have seen that there is a gap
Internet is slow, so it is still loading. Okay, so you watch this video carefully, and I will ask questions from you from this video. Examples of physical and chemical